The race for the White House is a full-on sprint tonight, with the current president and the previous one facing off in dueling rallies in two critical battleground states. Which is 13 days until the election tonight, former President Barack Obama is on the stump and out on the street in Philadelphia campaigning for Joe Biden. It's the first time he has appeared in person with voters since the pandemic began. And he's doing it in Pennsylvania, a state that both campaigns say is a must win. Now, some 500 miles south tonight, the current president is holding his own rally in North Carolina. Now, that's a state that President Trump won by 4 points 4 years ago. Well, tonight it is considered a toss-up. But even as President Trump tries to change the momentum of the race, he's not changing his stance on the coronavirus, saying in an interview there's, quote, not much he'd change about his handling of the pandemic. Now, that comment comes as new cases of coronavirus across the country, including in North Carolina, are surging. And there's also some breaking news tonight on the virus. The CDC saying it has a new understanding of how the virus spreads. And so it's now redefining what it means to have close contact with someone who is sick. So there's a lot of new reporting to share with you tonight, and our team of correspondents is standing by to cover it all. CBS's Ed O'Keefe is going to lead off our coverage tonight from Philadelphia. Good evening, Ed.
Well, good evening, Nora. As we begin tonight, the former president just wrapped up a speech to about 200 carloads of supporters at what the Biden campaign calls a drive-through rally. Supporters are instructed to wear masks, keep a social distance, and honk in approval. This is the first of several stops the former president's expected to make in the closing days of campaign 2020.
We're going to have Joe Biden as the next president of the United States.
Former President Barack Obama tonight hitting the streets of Philadelphia, returning a favor to his former running mate, Joe Biden.
You guys delivered for me twice, and I am back here tonight to ask you to deliver the White House for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
Mr. Obama also tore into President Trump for reportedly having a secret Chinese bank account.
Can you imagine if I had a secret Chinese bank account when I was running for re-election? You think Fox News might have been a little concerned about that? They would have called me Beijing Barry.
Earlier, the former president visited a community center in North Philadelphia and made a direct appeal to fellow black voters who make up a large part of the city's electorate.
People vote when they see other people voting, when they see their peer group voting. So I think that the most important thing we can do in these closing 12, 13 days is for us all to model and advertise that it's the cool thing and the right thing to do to vote.
The Biden campaign is hoping to prevent what happened to Hillary Clinton 4 years ago, when black voter turnout, especially among men, declined compared to 2012, when Obama was on the ticket. Supporters lining up to see the former president said he'll energize turnout this time around.
But he also was the most instrumental in getting more masses of black and brown people out to vote. With him coming out here with Biden, that's going to solidify that black and brown vote.
He was right beside Barack Obama, and they worked together. We can bring this country back to where it needs to be.
But in addition to Philadelphia, Biden also needs strong turnout in Pittsburgh, and he must limit Mr. Trump's gains in more industrial and rural parts of the state, including his native Scranton and places like Erie. Biden himself has campaigned across Pennsylvania 13 times this year, and he remains holed up tonight next door in Delaware, preparing for his final face-off with President Trump tomorrow night. Biden aides expect Biden will try to remain calm when the president attacks and do what he did in the first debate, focus on speaking directly to voters. Nora?
Ed O'Keefe, thank you.